Happy Sunday everyone, my name is Eileen. Thank you for clicking this video. Today we're gonna discuss about perfectionism, self-critic, procrastination. Today I only have a few hours to film. After that I have some errands to run. Tomorrow is Monday, I have to work. I finally got a job. I'm so excited. Today I actually wrote down a few notes about the thing I want to say. Because today I only have a few hours to film, I want to make sure I cover everything I want to say. Alright. Let's break down a few signs of perfectionism. Do you find yourself keep procrastinate to get things done? When I talk about procrastinate, I'm talking about pretty bad procrastination, like you really struggle to get things done or you just don't want to do it. You don't have the will to do it. This is a very obvious sign of perfectionism. I am a person that I like to procrastinate. I mean, we all procrastinate here and there. Has anyone just every single day they wake up and they are super productive and they never delay to go to shower, or they never put off things? I know there are many disciplined people out there, but I want to believe every now and then, if you are human, you will procrastinate a little bit. Sometimes you go to gym and after you come back, you don't immediately shower. You might sit there and use your phone for a few minutes. After that, you're only willing to go for a shower. I think a little thing like this is completely normal. The thing that I procrastinate the most is editing video. I mean, in the past, recently I have been pretty productive. I want to talk about in the past, maybe a few months ago, I have always wanted to make video and I actually film a lot of video, but after I film, I just always procrastinate. I don't want to edit it. And actually, that has a very big reason to do with my self-esteem. I just feel that I don't look perfect. Every time when I look back to the video I film, I just kept nitpicking myself. I feel that, I'm too fat here and my skin doesn't look good there, so I just procrastinate and I don't want to edit it. I know I have to edit it, but I just procrastinate. Eventually I just never get that video done because I want perfect. It's either I do this video perfectly or I don't do it at all. Because I used to have this kind of mindset, I have no progress. And this is the thing with perfectionists, we are self-critic. Nobody judge me as bad as how I judge myself. Perfectionism have something to do with overly self-critical, because we tend to set a very high standard for ourselves. We always think that we can do better. A very common problem for perfectionists is we always think we want to wait until perfect to proceed. Let's say I want to do an outfit video, I have to think, I have to lose 10 pounds, I have to have clear skin, only I can start filming outfit video, and that's not the right thinking. I give you an example. Today you thought about starting a YouTube channel, you should immediately start doing it. You don't have a camera, never mind, just film with your phone. You don't have to wait until you save enough money, buy a camera. All you have to do is just turn on the camera on your phone without thinking so much. Most of the time, perfectionist people might have the avoidant behavior. We like to avoid things. So when we face any obstacle, any problem, we just want to run away and just don't talk about it. I see that a lot on myself. I always just want to run away from my problem. I don't want to face it, which is really bad because it has affected me a little on my relationship. In the past, whenever my husband and I have problem we need to fix, I like to just run away and don't talk about that problem. I don't want to talk about my feelings. I don't know, that's just very, very bad. But I'm getting better. Another noticeable sign of a perfectionist is we have fear of failure. We are very, very worried about do things wrong. When I was looking for a job, I have attended 2 interviews. Every time before I go for interview, I was very, very worried because I know if I don't get the offer, I would think I am such a failure. Why am I not able to get this job? For the longest time, I just don't know how to deal with failure. I think all this has something to do with maybe you have been criticized or you have been scolded before. That's why you are so afraid to make mistake. You are so afraid to fail. I personally, when I was younger, I have been told that I am a failure. And the reason of this, scared of not being successful, has actually put me in my comfort zone. I struggle to step out of my comfort zone because whenever you try new things, in the beginning, you're not gonna be excellent at it. I feel that I'm living in New York because I can always hear sirens. I was reading this book. It's called The Gift of Imperfection. There is a difference between perfectionism versus healthy achieving. When you do things, you want to aim for the best result. That's totally fine, but there is a difference between perfectionism versus healthy achieving. Healthy striving is self-focused. We think about how can we improve. On the other hand, perfectionism is other focus. We tend to focus on what other people think. What if I don't do this perfectly? What would other people say about me? Worrying too much about other people's opinion can really make our life miserable. No matter what you do, at the end of the day, people are always gonna say something. We literally cannot control what other people have to say. And this lead me to the next point. The next point I want to talk about, being a perfectionist sometimes can affect your relationship, because many times we don't only set requirements for ourselves, we also demand other people to be perfect. If you're a perfectionist, you might want your partner, you want people around you to act certain way, because I find myself in that. I always want to try to control my husband. I like things to go my way, and I get really frustrated when he doesn't act the way I want him to act. Eventually, I realized, honestly, in this world, the only person you can control is yourself. You can't control other people, because if you always want to try to change other people, your life are gonna be difficult. I mentioned that perfectionists like us are very self-critic. We are afraid of judgment, we are afraid of being embarrassed, but I've came to understand being blamed, being judged are the reality of human experience. Because have you heard of an 80 years old man told you he has never been embarrassed or being blamed in his entire life? Okay, before I end this video, I always like to talk about solution, because I understand when we watch YouTube video, we kind of want to get something from the video. So I want to mention just 2 things that can help fix perfectionism, even though I'm still sort of struggling with it, but it's okay, we can all learn together. For the most part, I think it's very important to remind yourself it is completely okay to be imperfect, to make mistakes, as long as we are self-aware. I am a very self-aware person, and I look at it as a good sign. First thing we can do is learn to celebrate small achievements. As long as you are making small progress, that is still progressing. For example, losing weight, you don't just lose 10 pounds in a day or a week. You might not lose 10 pounds, 5 pounds in a day, but at least you get yourself up, you change into workout clothes, you step outside. That is progress. That deserves a reward. The next thing you can do is set attainable goal. You know, I am never a person that can tick off all my to-do lists every single day. And in the past, I have beat myself up very badly just because I didn't tick off all my to-do lists. Finally, I realized I'm just not a big to-do list kind of girl. I still write a to-do list someday, but not every day. And I try to tell myself, if I don't get everything done today, it's okay, I can do it tomorrow. You know, when you do bullet journal, when you're about to write a goal, you have to write something you know yourself are able to achieve. For example, I don't write I want to earn $1 million in 2 months. I know I'm not gonna do it, so just write something that is achievable. Alright, that's it for today's video. I'm gonna go run some errands, and I'll catch you guys in my next video.